Alright, guys, it's time. It's that time. After a whole week of waiting, I finally got it. So, welcome to part 3 of the iOS 27 series. And now, let me go to my notifications. Right there, Siri is ready. The new version of Siri with powerful capabilities, rich conversations, and a dedicated app is now available. Finally, after a week and a few days of waiting, I finally got access to the new Siri. So, I'm going to show you. Hold on. I'm going to get the apps back to how it was. I was doing something. And I'm going to turn off low power mode because it gets laggy. Look at that. Look how less laggy it is. Look how less laggy it is. Okay. So, one sec. So I didn't even notice that it happened just a few minutes ago until I realized that I was checking out something, and then boom, I just got flashbanged with the notification. I had notifications turned off. I literally have reduced interruptions on. That's how I couldn't notice. But now if we look to the last page, there it is, the new Siri app. I'm gonna turn off tinted, and there it is. There's default, which looks like this, and there's dark. The app is just called Siri, and I'm not gonna get to the app just yet. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Okay. First things first, of course, I'm going to show you what the new Siri exactly looks like. I'm going to show you what it does, what's new, and then I'm going to show you new things about it. And maybe in another episode, the next part, I'll do a comparison with the old Siri, and I'll compare it there. So, let's get right into it. So, I'm going to activate the new Siri right now. In 3, 2, wait. No, it was already on. I'll turn up full volume. Okay, I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1. So right there, you guys just saw was the new Siri. I said hello Siri, and that's what it looks like. So now you guys have a better understanding what it looks like, obviously. But now it's time for some tests. So how this is different is that now it has access to contacts, it has access to your photos, it has more intelligence, and things that weren't capable before. So now you won't basically hear anymore, I found this on the web. It will actually do stuff. For example, I'm going to do this last time with the iOS 18 series, the same question. What is a solar eclipse?
A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun, casting a shadow on our planet and temporarily blocking some or all of the sun's light. This alignment can only
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it just did, and it actually read it out loud. Before, it would just tell you what it is, and then it would move on. So now, before we get into the other stuff, I want to show you something brand new. Whoa, what was that? Okay, that's another new thing. Now that Siri is here, the new one, now things are different. So what I just did is I swiped down from the middle of the screen. Now usually that would take you to control center from the top of the screen. But now the way you access the notification center is the left side of the screen. It's no longer in the middle because it's now replaced with this. Search or ask. Okay, now we're going to go into settings and I'm going to show you the new things. Okay, so Siri is ready. Right there. Alright, so now you see we have a new icon for Siri. I'm going to open it. And this is Siri Beta. Powered by Apple Intelligence, you can have rich conversations, take advantage of personal assistance, and get more done but just by asking. So talking. Okay, now Expressive Voices preview. This is a new feature. An early preview of more natural expressive voices powered by a new on-device model. Now we go to the app. You will see this. I'm gonna get to that in a bit when I get to the actual app. So I'm gonna open responses. So if I turn it on, it says customize your Siri voice. You'll hear this voice in Siri, Maps, and Safari. However, it's not really customizable right now, cause it's not out yet. But you can edit the pace and expressivity. I don't know how you say that. But it's not currently here yet. So and there's voice 1, 2, I think. So I'm not sure what that's all about. But I'll get to that when it comes out. Okay, now it's time for some other tests. Alright, so let's do a basic one and then we'll advance from there. And eventually we'll do a comparison if I get the chance. This is a really debatable one, but let's try it out. As of 2026, what is the best phone you can have?
As of 2026, the best phone depends on your priorities. But the Apple iPhone 17 Pro Max is free.
Look at that. It just said it right there. It read it for me. It did all of that in just a few seconds. Alright, we're gonna do some personal things. First, we're gonna try the photos. Alright, so basically here's this thing. Alright, let's try it out. So now you can recognize what exactly is on your screen and it will describe it. For example, let's try it with this one. What's on my screen? So I have this picture of New York Greenwich Village or whatever it's called. So now I'm gonna say, okay, this is taking a little too long, so we're gonna dismiss that. But now we're gonna try something completely new. Now it can detect a place. It's a photo of a place. You're wondering where it was taken. This where this photo was taken, and it will tell you right now. Okay, that is not correct. This was not taken in Ontario, so that's bad. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so forget about the picture. Okay, forget about the picture. Now, here's what I mean by it can access my photos. So personal, it can access my photos. Here's how. So let's say I'm looking for specific photos of my trip to New York. I've actually been there. So let's see. Alright, and look at that. It was perfect. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna show you all the personal Siri, which was rumored to be come out last year, but nope, it didn't. Okay, couldn't really find anything that I could share, but basically, like if you forgot something, like for example, your friend or your mom told you that uh they're coming home in some certain time, but you forgot what it was, you can ask Siri. Hope it doesn't activate. What your mom what let me like for example. Hey Siri, what did my mom say that she what at the time she was coming home at? And then it would go through the messages and it would find the message that you are looking for if it is there. So it's actually amazing how improved Siri can be now. I will get to the app in just a bit, but I'm going to do some other tests and then we do it. Alright, time for an advanced one. Can you set 4 alarms starting at 4 p.m., 15 minutes apart?
I've set 4 alarms for you, starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow, 15 minutes apart.
Well, would you look at that? It did it. Okay, time for another one. Let's see what else there is. What are the next 3 World Cup games?
The next 3 upcoming World Cup games are Czechia versus Mexico and South Africa versus Korea Republic tonight at 9 p.m.
Alright, so you can actually extend it like I just did right there. Alright. Now I'm gonna do a few more things and then I'll show you basically how important or how cool our Siri is now. Alright. Now I'm going to show you how it can be used in different opportunities and other priorities. All right, so the first things first is we're going to try the Notes app. So now let's say that I'm doing something like now instead of Apple Intelligence, there is now a little Siri icon. So now let's click the icon and now ask Siri about this. So now you can ask Siri, basically Siri, to write something for you. So let's say, alright, so I just wrote something and now look at that. It just wrote it down. Just a quick heads up that I'll be on vacation in France starting in a couple of days and will be available. But I'll catch up to everything when I'm back. So it's not necessary that you really need this, but if you want to, go right ahead. Alright, but before I get into that, I'm going to show you some other things that could be capable of the old Siri. So let's say you want to know about, let's see. Let's say you want to know about a company. It would say, here's some info about this company. But, it wouldn't actually, like, give you an actual good answer. So I'm gonna say, uh, what, uh, what are Skittles, and we'll see, how good it is. Let's try it. What are Skittles?
Skittles are multicolored, fruit flavored, lentil shaped candies produced by the Wrigley Company.
Alright, would you look at that? Okay, now I'm gonna try Playground. I never actually opened the app before after iOS 27, so let's do it now. So now we have this new format of image playground. Now, whatever this is, now you can make a square, wallpaper, portrait, or landscape. You can get an image for reference, a person, any style. Now, of course, these styles, any style, animation, illustration, sketch, Genmoji, and ChatGPT for some reason. I have no idea why, but okay. Now, I think it's about time I introduce you to the Siri app. Let's do it right now. Alright, so we just got introduced to this. So these are basically all my conversations. You can create one right now, like this. There's a logo, add stuff. Now here's the thing. If you click on the little thing, to ask Siri, there's ask dot dot dot. You click that. There's two options: Siri and of course Chat GPT. Ask ChatGPT or ask Siri. But I'm gonna ask Siri for now. I'm gonna go back to the Skittles conversation. As you can see, there's a slogan, some other flavors. So I'm gonna say something. And as you guys can see, it listed a few of them: Skittles Dips, Sweet Heat, Chocolate Mix, Skittles Mints, Carnival Skittles, and Green Apple, the original version. Do any of these sound familiar? Yes. Well, except for Skittles Mints. You can also search for it. There's the grid. Oh, I didn't click it. There's the grid and there's the list. I personally like the list. I don't know why, but I just like it. So that's the Siri app. Now we're gonna get into some other things. So now Siri is implemented into the camera app. I'll show you how. Now there's a new option just for Siri. Click that. You can see this. Siri in camera. Use Siri to ask what you see. Find similar images. Look up nutrition details. Add events to your calendar and more. So that's why I didn't do it before. Okay, so here's how it works. Let me get something. Okay, so I have this for some reason. Don't ask why. So let's say I want to find out if this is healthy or not. So what do you mean add to contacts? Okay, so I click the Siri button. It would find out. It would say working. Going over results. It didn't give the option, so I'm going to say if this is healthy. It is searching. It is considered healthy. Oh, it depends on your personal dietary goals, but it has very high added sugars. Okay, and another thing which I cannot show, but I'll do anyways, splitting bills. You could do that with Siri AI. So let's say you have a receipt of from a restaurant, and then you want to split the bill with other people, and split with the Apple Cash, and then you can split with other people. Make it maybe optional, make it balanced, all that stuff, and that's all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Siri app for 1 sec. Uh, Never mind. I'm just gonna do it here. Let's see. All right. So that's just the basic rundown, and it's also useful for messages. So now when you're in your message, you can just click this and then ask Siri about this. I'm gonna try something else, and I'm gonna see if it works. Let's say there's an event for tomorrow, June 25th. Describe event. Click this. This isn't actually mine, but it would say add to calendar. Add to calendar. Oh, and something went wrong. Alright, now before we end this off, I'm going to show you all some... we're basically done with Siri AI for now, unless I missed something. But that's like basically the rundown of what it can do. So now I'm going to show you all some missed features that I didn't include in the previous video. Let's start with... So now, when you usually... this is really helpful if you're selecting a bunch of images, but you don't want to scroll back up, especially if you're far in your gallery and you don't want to scroll back up to see what you accidentally selected. Now you just click this, and it would show you everything that you selected. It will also, you can deselect this, deselect all, do this, whatever this is. Oh, preview them, and yeah, it's much easier that way. Oh, and another thing, now that Siri AI is here, notifications, the animations are different. And so now since the notification center is here, now instead of moving, appearing from the middle of the screen, it will now appear on the left side of the screen. All right, now one last thing. All right, but now we're gonna do one final thing, and then to prove how intelligent this is. So let's see. We'll see its priorities that it can do. Create a calendar event for the book fair I have tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And now the ultimate one. Can you set an alarm for 4:15 p.m. tomorrow and then open the Notes app? I don't know if it did the alarm. And look at that, it did it. So now you can multitask it with Siri. So it's so amazing how you can do this. So yeah. Now, what's coming up for the next video? Well, if there are some missed features, I will go over them. But mostly, we're going to be talking about comparing the new and the old Siri. With my iPad, which I don't have right now, but assuming that it's not updated to iOS that doesn't have the new Siri yet, we're going to try those tests. If not, I'll find some way to do it. So you'll see the difference, and then I don't know what happened next. I don't know if these series will end there, but I'll see what we can do. Alright, bye guys. Enjoy the new Siri. If you still haven't gotten it somehow, you might have to wait a bit longer, but if not, I don't know what to tell you. You might not get it. Alright, if you guys have the new Siri, have fun using it, the app, everything, and goodbye.